Ciao Juventini of the world, my name is Giuseppe, welcome back on the channel, I hope you're all doing well. Press conference of Massimiliano Allegri before the big game of tomorrow, Napoli-Juve in the Maradona Stadium. If you're looking at the ranking, it doesn't really look as a big game. But if you're looking at the history, and you know that I'm always obsessed with the history, with the stats, etc, well, it's a tough game because it's already 5 seasons that we didn't win in the Maradona Stadium, and it's time that it changed. February is over, we start a new month, as I told you yesterday, we are now in the month of March, we have to go there, we have to take the 3 points and we have to come home. Yes, it's true, Rabiot will not be there, yes it's true, McKennie will not be there, but anyway, we have to go there and in a way trying to find the 3 points a victory. Again, we start with the press conference of Massimiliano Allegri, of course, after you, if you want to, even if it is Saturday. Putting a maximum of like, don't forget to subscribe to the channel, so let's go with what Max said. Then I will also tell you the mood that looked really strange to me in press conference, really. I really want to touch about the mood, about the dynamism or the lack of dynamism in that press conference, but that's in a second. Let's first start with the individuals. Who will be there, who will not be there. The good news, Federico Chiesa will be there. He missed one training session after that knock with Alexandro. Yesterday he trained, today he will train again, and then they will go towards Napoli and he will be there. There are also a lot of chances that tomorrow he can even start. So that injury that we all saw with the images, with the small videos, was not that serious, luckily, because I told you since the first minute, hopefully he has nothing serious, because also we know that Moise Kean, if he would have been back, well, he would absolutely not have 90 minutes in the leg, so we need our strikers. And that's already a good news. Federico Chiesa is looking for a revenge on that personal 5-1, because we all remember that it was a big discussion point, Federico, in Maradona, in the big loss 5-1. So he's looking for a personal revenge of that game, but also he wants to prove that he's back for Juve for the remaining match days, but also for a spot in the Italy of Spalletti. Spalletti is speaking a lot, ultimately, about the PlayStation that is forbidden now in the national team, about the players, if they don't play enough, he will not even spend any time for them, regardless of who they are. So the players, the Italian players, they know that they really have a few weeks now to prove Spalletti that they are there. And that's why Federico Chiesa, from the first minute, I would absolutely not be surprised to see him. Good news. Then Danilo will be there, but Max Allegri in press conference said, look, Danilo, he had only one training session today. He will do his second one. He will be there. Will we risk Danilo? No, we will not risk him, because there was that question, will we see him in the midfield? I always told you, I hope not, but I don't even believe so, because I was not even sure that he would travel with the team. He will travel with the team, he will be there, but it makes totally no sense, said Max Allegri, to risk him in that game. Why? Because we have a lot of games to play in the month of March. Then Coppa Italia is coming, and risking everything for one game would be stupid. We have enough midfielders. We have Miretti, we have Nonje. The first player that he mentioned in the midfield was Alcaraz, that played, according to Max, a good game against Frosinone, the game that we won. Then he said, okay, it makes no sense risking, and actually, honestly, I'm happy, because we have solutions. Then you can play with Miretti, you can play with Nonje, with Nicolosi, you can play with whoever you want to, but going with a senior player coming back from injury, putting him there in the midfield next to Locatelli and Alcaraz, would not be a beautiful sign, because what is the message that you send to these young guys there that are never playing, that are waiting for their opportunity, and when they have the opportunity, because you miss so many midfielders, well, they don't play. So I think that's a really great decision from Max Allegri, or at least that's what he said in press conference. Then if tomorrow he change opinion, I don't know, but I don't think so. Also spoke about Ken, Moise and Weston McKennie, saying that both of them should be there against Atalanta. Moise Kean 100%. McKennie, normally he should be there. He will do everything to recuperate from his shoulder injury and to be there. What about Rabiot? It depends about how his foot will react, because we know it. There, it's less dramatic than McKennie, the injury, less serious than McKennie, but it's more annoying. So depending on the foot, how it will react, it could be there against Atalanta. I think that he will win that game, and that we will see him from the next one, if I'm not wrong, against Genoa. Jalot, good. Max Allegri said, I'm happy that we signed him. On the other side, there will be a bit of patience needed before seeing him, because he's coming back from injury. But I'm happy that we signed that player, young player with a lot of potential. Wea, or Cambiaso, he said, this is something that I still need to decide tomorrow. Napoli is strong, will be a difficult game, looking to come back with a positive result. And this was a bit the words about the individuals. Then, if we are speaking about the mood of that press conference. Well, Napoli-Juve, maybe because of the ranking of Napoli that it's far. Max Allegri said they don't deserve to be that low because in terms of individual qualities, they have a lot. That's the team that won the Scudetto last year. But maybe a bit because of that ranking, maybe a bit because we know it, the dreams of the Scudetto are over. Well, I didn't feel that huge dynamism, that huge conviction, that huge power, on Max Allegri, but also the journalist. It was just the general atmosphere, not only Max. It was low pace. It was, not the one that you expect before Napoli-Juve. I was a bit worried about that. I was a bit surprised. Let's say it's surprised because I was expecting a bit more. It was really chill, really relaxed, really low pace, and that was in the general mood, which I found it really strange. Again, it can be because of the ranking, because the month of February was that bad. I don't know. Hopefully the players will have a total different behavior tomorrow on the pitch. They spoke about the future of Max. This time, one question, luckily, not 5 in a row, just one question about his future. If he would receive tomorrow a contract with less money, would he accept or not? It's really strange. And sometimes these kind of questions are really strange because I'm thinking if I am the coach of Juventus and a journalist is asking me that before I speak with the management and I'm saying, yes, I will, of course I will, what is my power to negotiate with the management? Because at the end, we are negotiating for our own good. Then it's really strange as a question. Anyway, he answered. He said, to be honest, and that has to be really clear, we didn't speak about the future with the management yet. I have one more year of contract left, which is always repeating. Now we focus to qualify on Champions League. Napoli and Atalanta are our priorities at the moment. And then he said, when the management is ready to know what to do for the future, they will tell me. He didn't say, I want to stay, I don't want to stay, it's my last year, I see myself here to continue the project with the youth or whatever. He didn't speak about the future. He said, when the management decide what to do, they will tell me. I already told you last year, not this year, last year that I was thinking personally without any information source or whatever. It's just a feeling that I thought that it would have been the last year of Max. Then we know everything what happened around. And that's why he stayed. I believe it was a good choice to continue with Max with financial problems, with a team that we had absolutely no certainty. It was a big question mark. On the other side, I still don't believe that Max will be there next season. Then they will talk at the end of the season. Will we go to that World Cup for club or not? Will we go to Champions League? What are the projects that will be offered to Max? Does he want to stay or not? There are so many questions, but I believe that at the moment we don't know. Even if listening, I doubt that he will be there. Then we'll discuss about it. Is it the right choice? Is it not the right choice? My feeling today is, I don't know. I am not sure. I would not spend money on betting on Max Allegri will be there next season. Personal feeling, then we will see. He spoke about De Laurentiis, about the words, because we made a video about it yesterday. If you didn't see it, go back and watch it. The one of yesterday. It's quite interesting. And he said, I will not reply to the words of De Laurentiis. In this moment, we don't even know if we will qualify to Champions League. We are still missing at least 13 points. And then we will see. And on the FIFA World Cup for clubs, well, it doesn't depend on us. It depends on the result of the other ones. I believe it was a really political answer, a good answer. Also, these are the guidelines of the club. You saw it yesterday. Juventus didn't answer to the questions of De Laurentiis. Let's see. We must do everything to end second, which would be an improvement versus last year, because we need to play Champions League. Because Champions League is fundamental sporting side, but especially also, and this is what I told you, economically for the club. We must do everything to finish second is a big objective of Juventus. Now it will be a bit more difficult because you saw it on Gazzetta dello Sport. I will not edit the video, but they're putting Okafor in big on the front pages of Gazzetta, also him on the front page of Corriere dello Sport. Yesterday Milan won 1-0 against Lazio. I have to say, it was not a beautiful show. It was a really strange game, honestly, because Di Bello, the referee, was the protagonist number one. Instead of Lazio or instead of Milan, it was the referee that was protagonist. Then on the 3 red cards, because they received 3 red cards, Lazio, I have to say that you can discuss or not. I think they were red cards, but how did we arrive there? Well, Di Bello started to be protagonist already in the first half. Not a really great direction from him. He was actually making the game nervous because of the referee, with strange decision here, there, was not able to keep the two teams in control. And in the second half, it went totally out of control. I was really sad to see that a game of football has that much been conditioned by a referee. Then, of course, Milan won 1-0, and that's also annoying because now they are at -1, so it will be tough. Tomorrow, winning against Napoli is extremely important also to take gap of Milan and going back again at +4. He spoke about Paul, said that he messaged him yesterday that from a human point of view, and I'm happy that he said first, human point of view, he was really sad for what happened to him, of course, and then also from a playing, sporting point of view, because Paul Pogba as a player is an extraordinary player, and it is what it is. What else did he say? We have to do much better than in the last few games because we conceded 7 goals in the last 5 games, only 4 in the last 2 games, which are way too much. Did he look for excuses because we don't have Rabiot, McKennie? No, he said that we have enough players. Did he look for excuses when they said, maybe it's because you were not able to play with continuity, Bremer, Danilo, etc., etc.? He said, no, it has always been like that. Sometimes you miss 1, sometimes you miss 2, sometimes it's one or the other. It is what it is. It's the team. It's not an individual. It's the team that had to do much better. But I'm convinced that tomorrow we'll go with a beautiful performance because the guys are doing well in training session. They trained really well, and they also showed a desire to do well tomorrow, and that's also what I wish. So I hope you enjoyed the press conference of Max Allegri. I know that every time that I'm reporting the words after watching it, there is always controversy in the comment section with, but he said this and he said that. No, the only thing that you have to keep in mind is second spot is a target. Juventus want to do everything to go for there. Tomorrow we want to stop with the 5 losses in the Maradona Stadium in a row because we have to go back and win. Super important. No excuses without the players, and let's go and win. That's what I wanted to say. Grazie, forza, Juve.